Men over 60 matter too, and today we're going to talk about it. We talk a lot about women and their concerns as they age, but what about men? I mean, don't men worry about aging too? Of course they do. And I think our culture really has put the needs of men and concerns about themselves on the back burner for a long time because for decades we've been told that men are the stronger sex and they don't need as much support. And as a married woman, I genuinely am concerned about the health, happiness, and longevity of my husband. He and I are entering this stage together, and topics are becoming more and more important to me. And I think they'll matter to you too. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 things that men over 60 are most concerned about. And stay till the end because I'm going to share the 3 key pieces of advice that I think every man in this season of life needs to hear. Let's get into it. Now, number 1 is heart and cardiovascular issues. Now, this is a big one, guys, because heart disease remains the leading cause of death for men in this age group. And that includes the risk of heart attack, stroke, and high blood pressure, which are often made worse by a sedentary lifestyle or smoking. Now, here's the thing. You do not need to join a gym to be healthy. Get out and walk the dog. Or better yet, ask your spouse or a neighbor to walk with you. Walking with someone else is great for your body and also for your social life. And honestly, it's safer too because if you do happen to fall down, someone will be there. Number 2 is changes in sexual health and hormone levels. Now, I know this is a really sensitive topic for a lot of men, but just like we women experience loads of changes, especially to our libido, men, you experience changes too. And, declining testosterone, which some people refer to as andropause, and erectile dysfunction are both very, very common. And there's something that's also very important to think about when it comes to ED. It can actually be an early warning sign for heart disease. So please, please talk to your primary care physician about this. Trust me, your doctor has heard it before. Getting older doesn't need to mean the end of an active and pleasurable part of your life. Your doctor can guide you to the best options. Number 3 is cancer screening and prevention. Let's talk about it. So prostate cancer, lung cancer, and colorectal cancer are major risks for men. And I know no one loves a prostate exam. I mean, I don't know. I've heard. But, and I know colonoscopy prep is absolutely no one's idea of a good time. But please, my friends, stay on top of these tests. And here's one that surprises a lot of people. Men over 50 are twice as likely than women to develop skin cancer. Many men have spent decades working outdoors in male-dominated fields with a lot of sun exposure. And so a yearly visit to your dermatologist is really a smart move. So number 4 is cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. Worrying about memory loss and the fear of developing dementia, that concern goes way up significantly as men age, and it often ties into worries about losing independence. And that's a big topic, and there are a lot of theories out there, but diet seems to be a key factor. Limiting or avoiding alcohol is a big one. And keeping carbohydrate intake low is something that several studies have pointed to as being very important to maintain a healthy brain. And I'm going to link some information down in the comment description section so you can look into it yourself. Number 5 is type 2 diabetes and metabolic health. As your metabolism slows down, managing your blood sugar and weight becomes really critical. And diabetes, that can lead to a whole chain of secondary complications. And this one kind of ties right in with the cognitive decline topic because carbs, they really do play a huge role overall in body health and brain health. The careful management of carbohydrates and sugars is honestly one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And, waiting until you're 60 or older, it just is not the best plan. Insulin resistance can be reversed, but it gets really hard as we age. I'm going to link some really good videos from some other actual doctors, physicians about this topic because it's really important. Number 6, let's talk about mental health, depression, and social isolation. This one is really important, and please don't skip it. Older men are at a high risk for loneliness and depression, and it's really severely underaddressed. Research has found that loneliness can have health impacts that are just as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and that's no small thing. And here's something that catches a lot of men off guard. So many of your adult relationships and friendships are surrounded around your workplace. And when retirement comes, you don't realize how small your world can become. It's much smaller than you expected. And I want to say this clearly. Suicide rates are highest among men who are 75 and older. Mostly it's linked to the loss of a spouse or shrinking social networks. I mean, this is really important to stay active. So get out there and find your people. Look for community groups, hobby clubs, anything that gets you out around other human beings. Use Facebook. Yes, that's right. I said use Facebook. I know social media isn't for everyone, but this can be a key factor in how busy you can be in your community. So many towns have Facebook pages. And I know our tiny town, I think our population's maybe around 3,000 now. We have activities going on in our little town, and our Facebook page is pretty lively. So we even have a monthly car show, and that brings out not just car enthusiasts, but the whole community. Everybody of every age come out. It's really fun, and it's a great opportunity to build your social circle. And if you're a person of faith, attending church is a wonderful way to stay active. I've noticed that the most active members at my church are those that are retired. And I love to see the pictures that they post on our Facebook page. Number 7, physical decline, mobility, and falls. Joint pain, arthritis, loss of muscle mass, these are all really common, and they make falls one of the top causes of injuries and hospitalizations. So I covered this in another video. I can link that one below too. But the bottom line is building muscle mass in your early to mid 60s is what's going to save you in your aging years. The exercise and movement every day will hold off the exact issues that lead to falls and broken bones and needing equipment to get around. Number 8 is rising healthcare concerns and costs. Now, I know we don't have any control over our healthcare costs, but it really hits hard financially. Medical expenses are the number one financial anxiety for retirees. 81% of retirees place it in the top 3 of their financial concerns. And that includes the potential for, long-term medical care and Medicare premiums. Now, number 9, let's talk a little bit about the possibility of outliving our savings. This is a really, really big fear for a lot of people. And honestly, the economic fluctuations right now are really not making it any easier. My husband and I have been taking a really hard look at our financial future. We're doing the math and weighing everything out. And this has really pointed out to me that I think single retirees really do have a much harder time making ends meet. And if you have a partner, at least the income picture is so much stronger. Something I also want to name here, for men who have spent their lives as the breadwinner, retirement can bring unexpected feelings of loss of control over, your income stream, the loss of purpose, loss of identity, that everything's tied to the role of our careers. And that's real, and it's worth talking about. And that brings us right to number 10, because retirement can trigger a genuine crisis of purpose, especially for men who have closely identified with their careers for decades. Finding a new structure, a new why, is one of the most significant transitions a man can make. And this is why it's so important to get connected. Hobby groups, hiking, biking, senior centers, your local church, volunteering at hospitals or even animal shelters, or you can mentor young people. My honest advice, start exploring some of those interests before you retire. Developing them ahead of time gives you a real leg up and makes the transition into retirement so much easier. Okay, here's the 3 big takeaways that I promised you. 1, get your screenings done. Blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and cancer. Know your numbers. Don't wait for something to go wrong before you start paying attention. Number 2, make the shifts that matter. Smoking, alcohol, what you're eating. These will have long-term payoff that is absolutely worth it. And number 3, protect your social life. Treat it like as important as your physical health, because really it basically is. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. If this was useful, share it with the men in your life or send it to someone who loves a man who's over 60, because sometimes that's how those conversations get started. Chime in below and tell me which of these kind of like struck you close to home. I'd really love to know. And well, I'll see you in the next one.